You think you've seen every shoot interview known to man. Different companies, different interviewers, different styles. Well, I'm Steve Corino, and I'm one of the boys. And in my interview series, Old School, I'm going to ask the questions that I want to know as a wrestler. Not only as a wrestler, but as a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. They can't bullshit me because I know the bullshit. I know what they're doing on the road, and I know what they're doing in the dressing room, and I know the political games, and I'm going to ask them. So with every edition of Old School, I'm going to ask the questions that you would ask. Not the politically correct questions, not the questions that are written down. I'm thinking of these as we go. I'm thinking of them as a fan. I'm thinking of them as a coworker. You can't bullshit me because I'm the biggest bullshitter ever. You're watching Old School, and you're going to get some truth. Now, here's a question. You're now, what are you, 22, 23? You're in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta ask, how are the ladies?
Oh, we discovered them a little bit in Tennessee, but in Kansas City, when you're not drawing rats, the boys, all the guys call these girls rats. I call them groupies. Goes back to a respect thing. You know, a rat's a damn little hairy thing with a tail that you step on or shoot or something. But if you're not drawing groupies, you're not drawing money. You've got to be drawing groupies to draw money. And I mean, that's cut and dry. That's the way it was. Tennessee, not very many groupies, and they wasn't drawing money. Kansas City, drawing money and groupies everywhere. I was single and just
loving life, right?
Wow.
Now, it's the old saying, I think it was Jim Cornette that told me this, that if you were a babyface, it was almost like, hey, you are supposed to go service the girls because they're the ones that are coming in.
Oh, whereas
the heels weren't supposed to as much,
I preached that as a booker.
Yeah.
Preached that. And Dory Funk Jr. Preached it in Florida. It's where I come up with it. And boy, if it works for him, it's got to be good, and it made sense. And I used it ever since then. Oh. But it is so true. And the heels have to be more discreet and not as many, because there are groupies that hate the baby faces that just want to party with the heels. And heels, you better do your deeds because they're buying tickets every week. And Eddie Graham, he would. There wasn't anything. Bashful about Eddie Graham.
Yeah.
He just come out and said it like he thought it, and he would tell you in a second. Rats, 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 rats. And if he didn't think you were servicing the rats to his expectations, your ass was out of there.
Man. So it didn't pay to be a married guy in a territory, right?
Well, I could